Hi everyone, so this video is going to be my top 10 beauty buys under £10, and I did one of these for £5 a while back, and some of you requested me to do kind of similar videos because so many people these days are on a budget. But if you've got a slightly bigger budget than £5 and you just want some kind of nice beauty treats that are within that price range, I've picked 10 for this category. So the first thing I'm going to start with are skincare, and the first thing is the Soap and Glory Peaches and Clean Cleanser. I know I've mentioned this loads of times before, but it is just a really lovely cleanser. I've got a full review of it on my blog, and it's got fruit acids in it. It's very soothing and kind of smoothing, and it just works an absolute dream. And it's £7, which is fairly expensive for just kind of an average cleanser, but it works amazingly, and I would never kind of be without it in my skincare wardrobe. Then the next skincare item is again by Soap and Glory, and it's the Scrub Your Nose in It scrub and mask. And this is just basically a kind of pepperminty face scrub, and you can use it as a mask as well, and it just kind of cleanses your skin and revitalizes it a little bit. I believe it's around £6.50, possibly £7, but it just works really well, and if you've ever got congested skin, it really helps it, and it kind of draws away any oil that you might have left in your skin. Really like this. Then for hair care, I've only got one item for hair care because most of the hair care items that I actually love are under £5, so I didn't want to mention those. But this is the L'Oreal Elvive Extraordinary Oil, and this is just very similar to kind of things like the Moroccan oil and the macadamia oil and all those types of things, but this is probably one of my favourites. It's got a very light texture, it's very moisturising, it has got silicones, but all those types of products have. I don't use it all the time, but when I do use it, especially when I straighten my hair, it makes it look really glossy and healthy and beautiful, and I really like this. So that was 3 products. Then the next product that I want to talk about is a makeup item, and it's a very lovely foundation from the drugstore that comes in at around £9, and this is the original Bourjois Healthy Mix. Now I know they do the Healthy Mix serum, and then they've got the new Healthy Mix that's kind of a combo of the two, I think. I haven't tried the Healthy Mix serum just because my skin's quite oily and I didn't think it would be for me, but I do want to try it at some point and need to pick it up next time I'm in Boots or Superdrug. But this is just a really kind of healthy, lovely standard foundation. It doesn't give too much coverage, it's a medium coverage, quite a kind of luminous finish, lasts really well on the skin. I've got it in shade 54, which is a nice match when I'm paler, and it just kind of, it's a nice everyday foundation, not too expensive, as I said, around £9, and just a really nice product. So that was number 4. Then number 5 is a blush, and this is by Me, which is available in Superdrug, and this is their Blush Me in Coral, and this is quite expensive for kind of a drugstore blush. I think it's around £8, but this is what the colour looks like. And it's very similar to Benefit's Coralista, except that it's a little bit peachier rather than pinker. But it's very pretty. It's got shimmer in it. The packaging's really cute. Comes with a little mirror inside. And it's just a really nice blush if you don't want to fork out and buy the Benefit blushes, the kind of box concept similar. And they also do the not the highlighter, the Benefit Hoola dupe, which I've had Benefit Hoola before, and I don't know what happened to mine. It was in some sort of handbag and I lost it. I think maybe my sister's got it. I need to ask her. But Benefit Hoola is really nice. Their version of Benefit Hoola has got shimmer in it, and it's a little bit too kind of fake looking for me, but they have got some really lovely blush products. Then in terms of drugstore lip products, how many have I done now? 5. So I've got a couple more. The first one is this Maybelline lipstick, and this is one of the Maybelline, what they're called, Colour Sensational Pop Sticks, and it's just this kind of glossy, sheer lip balmy product that really just helps to kind of moisturise your lips. It doesn't give too much colour. I'll put a little bit on for you to see now. Very moisturising and just gives a hint of colour, and it's nice especially in the winter because it just brightens up your face, but it's very moisturising and you don't feel like you've got too much going on, if that makes sense. So I love that. And then 2 other lip products. These aren't kind of in the same category, but the first one is the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stains. I like these if you want to spend a little bit more and you want something a little bit more long lasting. If you're looking for a cheaper alternative, the, what are they called? The MUA version of this is really, really nice and a little bit glossier. But if you want something that's very long lasting, these are great. I'll swatch it here for you. This is in the colour Rendezvous, and it lasts ages. I think they're around £7 or £8, but they've generally got offers on. Really, really nice. And I also really like the Revlon suede long-lasting lipsticks. Can't think what they're called. I keep going into Superdrug, and the shade I want is called Socialite, and nowhere has it. No Superdrug or Boots that I've been into has it, but they're very nice too. And then the next one is the Revlon lip butters. Now these aren't made equally. This is something that is very important to note. Revlon lip butters aren't made equally. This one I love. Some other colours I don't particularly. This one is Candy Apple, and it's just a beautiful glossy red, really gorgeous. Again, they're around £7 or £8. So kind of higher end drugstore, which Revlon is really. But I do really, really like this particular one. Just be aware that they're not made equal in terms of the formula and in terms of kind of the consistency of them, and sometimes they can be really gritty and sometimes a bit dry. This one isn't. This one's beautiful and I love it. Then is it the last thing I've got to mention? Yes, it is. So number 10, I can't believe I've whizzed through 10 already, are Essie nail polishes. Now these are definitely a little bit of a treat because they are £8, which is a lot to pay for a nail polish. Come on, let's be honest. But I have got probably about 6 or 7 now, and I love them. I buy them when they're on offer, and sometimes kind of little discount stores will have them, but they're just pretty and they go on beautifully, and I love them. This one is Cute as a Button, and this one is, what's this one, Essie Fiji. Really, really, really love Essie nail polishes. Expensive, but if you want a little treat, under £10, really gorgeous, really lovely formulas. In fact, maybe I'll open Fiji because it's a little bit paler, but I'll open them just to show you what the brush looks like, because they've got those kind of really wide fat brushes that Rimmel have as well. The brush looks like that, hopefully you can see. And they go on beautifully, and they're a great buy under £10. They're just a little bit expensive, but they're a nice little luxury item. But that's it. Those are my top 10 buys under £10. I hope you enjoyed this. Definitely let me know what your number one buy would be under £10, but try and make it over £5, so we're kind of in the same wavelength in terms of products. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye bye.